Hello viewers, welcome to another edition of Champ Footy. Right now, I don't know what is wrong with Real Madrid. What is really wrong with Real Madrid? Real Madrid are beginning to lose momentum. Some couple of weeks ago, Real Madrid were 5 points ahead of Barcelona, and right now they are just 1 point ahead of Barcelona. And I'm beginning to think, what's really going on? Xabi Alonso has dropped 4 points in a possible 6 in just 2 games. He drew against Rayo Vallecano away and also against Elche. But then I begin to think, there is something that I begin to think about this current Real Madrid side. This current Real Madrid side are too reliant on Kylian Mbappé. We see Kylian Mbappé having 18 goals and 5 assists in all competition this season. And his closest contender is Vinícius Jr with just 5 goals and 4 assists in 13 matches. And also Rodrigo with 0 goals and 1 assist. Now this whole thing, I'm beginning to think, is it the over-reliance of Real Madrid on Kylian Mbappé that is causing all this? Or is it because this Real Madrid team are beginning to fall short? And there's another thing at stake right now. From a reliable source, we're hearing some news that Vinícius Jr is no longer happy at Real Madrid. We're having some news that Vinícius Jr is no longer happy at Real Madrid. A news, according to The Athletic, it says tensions between Vinícius Jr and Xabi Alonso have grown in the last month and has become a debate at the club, according to The Athletic. Now, I begin to think that Vinícius Jr is no longer happy. Kylian Mbappé seemed to be the star of the moment. Remember, Vinícius Jr was a top runner of the Ballon d'Or. Vinícius Jr lost the Ballon d'Or to Rodri. He came second in the Ballon d'Or ranking last year. You understand? And now this year, he didn't even make the top 10. Now, I'm beginning to think that this Vinícius Jr is not happy the way Kylian Mbappé seems to become the man of the moment. Kylian Mbappé bagging 18 goals, 5 assists. Having that Ballon d'Or talk. Vinícius Jr has been there right from when Benzema was still at Real Madrid. Vinícius Jr was putting in good numbers. Vinícius Jr have been, a standout player for Real Madrid. And now for him to become like just a shadow of himself is something that I don't really understand. Why can't Xabi Alonso try to accommodate Vinícius Jr into this? Try to make him a focal point of this his Real Madrid squad. Vinícius Jr has what it takes. Vinícius Jr, he has the flair, he's very fast, he makes those decisive runs, those cut back, those incisive passes. But right now, Kylian Mbappé seems to be the only one. Remember, in Real Madrid last 2 matches that they dropped points, Kylian Mbappé fired blank. Kylian Mbappé didn't score a goal. That means this team are relying so much on Kylian Mbappé. If Kylian Mbappé fails to live up to expectation, that's it. Real Madrid will not be able to secure all 3 points. We saw it happen against Liverpool. Kylian Mbappé fired blank. They lost against Liverpool. They drew against Rayo Vallecano. And their last match against Elche yesterday, Kylian Mbappé could only get an assist. And Vinícius Jr is not happy. How can you have 3 star-studded players? And Kylian Mbappé seems to be the only person who is the man of the moment, who is stealing the show. Vinícius Jr is still young. The boy is still at his prime. Last year, this guy was just the runner-up. And right now, I don't even know what's happening. Xabi Alonso, what are you doing to this Real Madrid squad? During the time of Ancelotti, it wasn't like this. What is Alonso doing? You are allowing your ego to ruin Real Madrid. Remember when Cristiano Ronaldo was at Real Madrid, at least during the era of BBC, those 3 front players, they shared the glory among themselves. Even though Ronaldo had the upper hand, but at least the goal and assist was evenly distributed among the 3 of them. Xabi Alonso has to bring these 3 players together in order to bring out that triple threat. Not just Kylian Mbappé, Vinícius has to be on board. Make those players feel that yes, they are in your plans. I remember the last time during the Clasico when Vinícius Jr was subbed off, he began to make some kind of gesture and was angry. He walked into the dressing room and but guess what? I knew he came back to apologize, but you have to know that all this has become like accumulated frustration. Vinícius Jr has to let it out for the whole world to see that he's not happy with the coach. You as the coach, you have to manage this player. These players are the Galacticos. People pay money to come and watch them perform at their highest level. You only want to give them the Mbappé show. Before Mbappé, these guys have won the Champions League. Before the coming of Kylian Mbappé, these guys have won the Champions League. Now you're making it look as if these boys are just boys they brought out from the academy. No. Alonso is killing this Real Madrid team. He's messing it up for them. I think this coach needs to come back and talk to these players and give them assurance, especially Vinícius Jr, because I really like Vinícius Jr a lot, and I believe wherever Vinícius Jr goes, he will make a name for himself. Vinícius Jr will make a name for himself. He has the flair, he has the talent, exceptional player. We saw what happened during the international break against South Korea. He showed himself, and I'm sure during the World Cup, Vinícius Jr will inspire this Brazilian team, past the round of 16. Because I know what he's capable of doing. Same with Rodrigo. Xabi Alonso, I'm not happy with you. Xabi Alonso, what you're doing right now, I'm not happy. You're making this Real Madrid side look like a low-budget Atletico Madrid. So right now, I don't really know what's going on. Do you think this will be the last season of Vinícius Jr? Because right now, according to a reliable source, Vinícius Jr has refused to extend his contract. And if he does not extend the contract, that means by the time his contract is over, he will leave as a free agent. And this is not what Madrid wants. I believe Madrid wants him to extend his contract before selling him for a higher fee. But as it stands now, this guy might leave Real Madrid as a free agent. But then, I don't see this happening. I think Florentino Perez, Madrid president, will try to, bring this player on board, have some kind of talk with Xabi Alonso, and Xabi Alonso need to straighten things out with these guys, because these guys are the future of Real Madrid. Vinicius, Rodrigo, not just Kylian Mbappé. If he can accommodate them back then, if he can accommodate them just like when it was the time of BBC, Bill, Benzema, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Also, MSN, Barcelona trio, Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. Those three players, they came together as a team. They won the Champions League. The same thing with Real Madrid, BBC. They came together. They won Champions League 3 consecutive times. So if Xabi Alonso can do that, he will get the best out of Real Madrid and also build his legacy. But I want to tell you that a tree cannot make a forest. Xabi Alonso, you cannot use Mbappé to get that goal that you're seeking for in Real Madrid. So tell me what you think in the comment section. What do you think about Xabi Alonso? Do you think Xabi Alonso is on the right track? And do you think if Real Madrid do away with Vinicius, they can be able to get his replacement? So tell me what you think in the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite channel, Champ Footy. Thank you very much.